Really quick before this video starts, if you're looking for some Elden Ring runes or some kind of items from the game or whatever that you don't want to obtain yourself, these guys here will obtain them for you. Shout out to aoeah.com. Their link will be in the description, and use code TBE for 3% off at your checkout. Hey guys, the Better Editor coming at you guys with another Elden Ring video. It's been a while, hasn't it? In this video, we're going to be talking about how to get the Moonlight Greatsword at a very early portion of the game, like pretty much as soon as you start. I didn't level up a single time, and I started as the Vagabond class, and as you can see here, I'm still level 9, and we're about to do the glitch. Really, there's no kind of prerequisite, really. You just need to make it to Lernia, and the method I'm going to be showing you, you don't have to go fight Margit or Godric. You don't have to fight any boss, just no boss at all. Just get to this location. You can use this trail of graces that I picked up. There's some outliers there, just ignore them. I just had to go get the maps and stuff so you could see exactly where I was, because I didn't want to upload this video without showing where it is on the map without having the map, if you get what I'm saying. So the first thing you want to do is, if you're going from the first step, you want to just kind of walk the trail that I'm guiding you on the map. Now, you can get to a bridge and it's broken. At about the halfway point, it's broken and you can't continue walking on it anymore. Just take a left there and you'll walk around the outskirts of Godric's castle, and then you'll make it to the Lernia Grace that you usually get to after fighting Godric. Don't worry about that. You're not going to have to fight Godric. Like I said, you're just going to skip around his castle and go around him. But the grand location that you want to get to, your destination, is right here. There's a Grace that's right here close to it. So if you already have it, you can just fast travel straight here. And what this glitch is going to do, spoiler warning, this is going to basically teleport us to the end of Ranni'S questline. And that's how we're going to get the Moonlight Greatsword, or whatever it's called in this game. You don't have to do any of her quests. Now, a lot of her quests is pretty annoying. You got to fight Astel, and you got to fight Blade and all that other stuff. And you don't have to do any of that nonsense at all. You can do this straight from the get-go of the game. Like I said, I'm a level 9 Vagabond. I didn't do anything at all. I didn't even level up a single time. I didn't fight any bosses, nothing. So your goal is, you see this rock that's at an angle. You can kind of get on it and walk up it, and then at the very tip of it, you can jump onto the side of this big old mountain thing, this big old rock. And on the top of this rock is actually where the end of Ranni'S questline teleports you to. And that's where she will be, and that's where the Moonlight Greatsword is. The trick that we're going to use, if you guys know what the Consecrated Snowfield glitch is, you can jump off of a certain point of the map, and then it'll, whenever you die, it'll say, do you want to teleport to the Stake of Marika, or to the last site of Grace you visited? That's going to be the type of thing we're going to do here. But you want to die as you're standing exactly where I am. Like as soon as you jump off the tip of that rock, you want to be standing here, roughly like up against the wall, and you want to die right here. Now, it's a little tricky. There is this thing that you can get. It's called seppuku or something like that, and it is a incantation you can get, or an Ash of War, rather, I should say. You can get, and it's mainly for blood loss weapons, and you can stab the sword into your body, and that'll, like, over time, if you keep doing it, it'll kill you. But that's all the way in the snow area of the game, and we don't have access to that. So the easier way that you can do this is, luckily, right down, like, what would that be, west of this position, there is a poison swamp. It's not far enough away you have to fast travel to. It's literally like west of the Grace there. Just run down the hill. There's a poison swamp. You have to be standing in it with your body. You can't be on your horse, or else you won't get poisoned. But if you stand there long enough, you'll get poisoned. And if you have like really high poison resistance armor, just take it off. And if you want to die a little bit faster, then on your way back up, then get one of these enemies to shoot at you or hit you. Now, they do deal a lot of damage if you are a pretty high-level character, but like I said, I'm level 9. So I got them to knock me down at about half health, and I barely made it to the piece of the rock here. But I did, and then the poison eventually killed me. I could not have let them hit me, and I would have died anyway, but it would have taken a little bit longer, you know, just standing there waiting on my health to tick down. Regardless, we died, and this is going to come up. It's going to say Stake of Marika or Last Site of Grace Visited. You're going to click Stake of Marika. What that's going to do is it's going to teleport you on top of this mountain place that you normally aren't allowed to get to unless you have completed Ranni'S questline. And as you can see here, it came up with a prompt saying that, you know, this was my first time I died. So this is, I guess that's proof that we're doing this on a brand new character. And from here, you want to go to this location on the map. It's a gigantic church-type building. You can set a marker there and just run up there. And once you do arrive there, there's going to be a dragon that is going to form himself out of nothing. He's quite magical. Don't worry about him. If you don't entertain him, he won't hit you or anything like that. You can just straight up ignore him. And then inside of that church, there is a lost grace. You can grab that, and then now you'll be able to teleport to and fro here. So if you do die or something randomly, then you got a teleport spot to get here. And close to that grace, there's going to be a hole in the ground at this church that you can jump down into, and this is where Ranni's going to be. This is the spoiler warning that I was talking about, so if you have no idea what happens in her questline or whatever, then just don't watch this video, because this is the summit of it. This is the climax. I do apologize, I don't have a lantern on this character, so it's going to be extremely dark, but you just basically want to jump down in that hole, and eventually you'll see Ranni sitting here by some fingers. Disgusting. And then she is going to look really beat up and stuff like that. You can go talk to her. Or not really talk to her, but you'll put a ring on her finger, she'll disappear into pixie dust, and then she'll reappear as her normal self. She'll talk to you, and then she'll disappear again, and then after a little bit, an item is going to appear right there where the fingers are, where she was sitting at previously, and you can pick it up. Boom! Moonlight Greatsword. You have it. It's yours, and you got it very early in the game. Now, there is a huge downside to this. You can't really use this thing efficiently at a very low level because you need 38 intelligence, 16 strength, and 11 dexterity to even wield this thing properly. So until you get those stats, you won't be doing much damage with this thing at all. The intelligence factor is mainly for, there's like some really cool magic stuff you can do with it by holding the right trigger or the or pressing in the left trigger. And without that intelligence, you won't be able to do any of that stuff. So yeah, it does kind of defeat the purpose of doing this at an extremely low level. But you'll be able to get it, like let's say you're halfway through the game and you want this sword or something, but you don't want to do her quest line because it is very long and annoying and tedious. You don't have to. You can follow this method that I'm showing you, get the sword, get out, boom, you got it. And then there's an extra boss fight. You can fight that dragon up there if you want to. He's one of the more difficult ones. I wouldn't advise tackling him at a very low level, but you know he does give you a hefty chunk of runes and stuff like that, and he is a fun fight compared to a lot of the other dragons in this game. Besides Placidusax or whatever that one dragon was called, the big old two-headed one, that one was the coolest dragon in this game by far, in my opinion. If you haven't fought that boss, he's a secret one. I would highly recommend it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys did like this video, then drop it a like. If you dislike this video, then drop it a dislike. If you guys want to see more videos like this, then go ahead and hit the sub button. You'll see more. Other than all that stuff, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.